بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه أستعين وأصلي وأسلم على خاتم النبيين محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله الطاهرين وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our fasting, to accept our charity, to accept our qiyam in the month of Ramadan. Ameen Allahumma ameen. Beloved brothers and respected sisters, we move on to a different name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this name, brothers and sisters, has different meanings. Sisters, barakallah fikin. Jazakumullahu khaira. And this name, brothers and sisters, can be explained in different forms and different ways, according to the way it is being used. This name, brothers and sisters, is very strong. And on the other side, brothers and sisters, it shows Allah's mercy. This name is the name of Allah, Al-Jabbar. Al-Jabbar. And Jabbar in the Arabic language, brothers and sisters, has different meanings from the root word Jabbar. Al-Jabbar, the first meaning, and I will not explain this a lot because there's different names that bi'idhnillah will explain this, is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ala kulli shay. He is above everyone. And this is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows his Jabarut and explains his Jabarut and destroys a person that decides to overcome the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is when the name is very aggressive, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing His power and might. And this is why people say, Ya Jabbar, Ya Jabbar. They always use it when they're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take care of an oppressor or to take care of their worldly affairs. So it is always used in this form, brothers and sisters. So the first meaning is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above everyone. And the moment a person tries to take that position, this is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroys that person. There's a soft meaning to this. And I'm trying my best, brothers and sisters, to show who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is through His names and attributes. These are not names and interpretations that we are coming up with. These are interpretations that were understood by the Arabs as it was spoken in the Arabic language. The second name to Jabbar, the second meaning to this name, brothers and sisters, as I said, from Jabbar. And Jabbar in the Arabic language means to restore something that is broken. To restore something that is broken. And when you read our fiqh books, in our fiqh tradition, you will always see the question, ما حكم المسح على الجبيرة? ما حكم المسح على الجبيرة? That what is the ruling on someone that does masah on al-jubayra? Al-jubayra is the cast that we have when someone has a broken bone. What is the ruling on doing masah on that? So they call it jubayra. So it is being restored. And there's something that is covering this bone to restore this bone, to restore what took place. So bi'idhnillah, this person can feel better. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses this name in two ways. The first way and the first form that this name is used, brothers and sisters, are those that have declared war against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah then uses the word Jabarut or the name Jabarut against them. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroys that ruler or that nation that decides to reject His command. And on the other side, for the believers, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those people. For the believers, those who know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and those that are trying to improve, and those that are walking with broken hearts. As they're walking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they're being spoken about by that person, harmed by that person, slaughtered by that person, and they walk with broken hearts. This is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes as a Jabbar. Even though Jabbar, as I said, is always used in a violent way. Jabbar, He comes subhanahu wa ta'ala as a merciful creator to restore what was broken. And we find this in the stories of the prophets, alayhim salawatullahi ajma'een. The mother of Musa, alayhi salam, was given a critical command. Something that I think, brothers and sisters, and attest that I think we cannot overcome. a test that we could not pass. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, we claim so much iman, but the first trial you have and the first trial you go through, you break into pieces. And the safest thing to do, even though people say, oh, Allah loves the people of bala, don't ever ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you among those whom go through trials and difficulties. Because you and me do not know if we will pass or not. It is very critical. Al-Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahimahullah hears people speaking about this individual, and they're praising this person, mashallah, and this person is this, and this person is that. Al-Imam Ahmad then asks his students, هل ابتلاه الله ببلية? Has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala trialed this individual? Has he been through trials and difficulties? فقالوا لا. قال فلا تشهدوا له بالإيمان حتى يبتلى. Don't witness that this person is a true mu'min unless he goes through bala. It is very critical, very difficult. So Musa's mom, brothers and sisters, and we know the story of Musa when she was given the command by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take care of her beautiful child Musa. And look at the command that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave her, and look how Allah restored her heart, her broken heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives her a difficult task. That if you are running away from the oppression of Fir'aun, breastfeed your kid. And there's many miracles in this that I'm not going to speak about. But subhanAllah, we know the moment a mother breastfeeds her child, the connection begins and the love begins. SubhanAllah, she just delivers the baby. And moments later, she wants to breastfeed her child. And we just see the amount of love that Allah has put in her heart. So you could imagine the mother of Musa breastfeeding her child. And as she's breastfeeding her child, she hears the doors being knocked. And the army of Fir'aun are knocking down her door, wanting to take Musa. And she then takes Musa alayhi salatu wassalam, and she throws Musa into the river. SubhanAllah, into the water. So she's running away from death, throwing him to death, alayhi salatu wassalam. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then gives her the promise of peace. In the end of Surah Al-Qasas, فَرَدَدْنَاهُ إِلَىٰ أُمِّهِ كَيْ تَقَرَّ عَيْنُهَا وَلَا تَحْزَنَ. And Allah also describes her depression and sadness and the state she was in as she threw Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. She wasn't excited. She's a normal person. She's a human being. She threw her son to the river. So you could just imagine the feelings that she has and what she's going through as a mother. Even though a person is a mu'min, he still goes through those moments. Even the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ashraful Khalq, he went through those moments. And of course Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then gives her back Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. I will end with this story, brothers and sisters. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he went to At-Ta'if, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was a sensitive person. لم يكن جمادا كان بشر. He was a human being. Don't believe the stories and this person narrated this, and the Prophet ﷺ was hard like a rock. The Prophet ﷺ was a sensitive individual. And the Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would always remind Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, فَلَا يَحْزُنْكَ قَوْلُهُمْ إِنَّا نَعْلَمُ مَا يُسِرُّونَ وَمَا يُعْلِنُونَ يَا مُحَمَّدْ إِنَّا كَفَيْنَاكَ الْمُسْتَهْزِئِينَ. Because he was bothered by those that will insult him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So he goes to At-Ta'if, and the greatest insult takes place, where Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is stoned out of Ta'if, and we know the story. But as he leaves from Ta'if, and his heart is broken that his uncle passed away and his wife passed away, and he goes to Ta'if and he is kicked out from Ta'if, even though he was among the noble. He was not a normal person sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Kana min as-sada, from the greatest family. And the moment he leaves Ta'if, accompanied by Zayd radiallahu anhu ardah, he raises his hand to Allah and he says, Allahumma inni ashku ilayka ضعف قوتي وقلة حيلتي وهواني على الناس أنت ربي ورب العالمين ورب المستضعفين وربي إلى من تكلني. هذه الكلمات الجميلة, these beautiful words that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam basically is explaining to Allah that yes, my heart is broken. And in this dua, there was no dua. He did not make any dua in this dua. He did not make any dua in this supplication, but he opened his heart to Allah that yes, I am going through difficult times. And in the end, oh Allah, if you are happy and pleased, then everything is okay with me. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brothers and sisters, then restores what took place to the Prophet ﷺ's heart, where he goes back. And as he goes back, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends not only the human beings to the Prophet ﷺ, he was addressed by the jinns that listened to his message. And then he was given the journey to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, just to show this name, brothers and sisters, which is Al-Jabbar, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala restores one's heart if this heart is connected to Allah. So anytime you go through difficulty, do not look towards Allah's creation, but look towards your Creator. And bi-idhnillah, if you have confidence in Allah and hope in Allah that Allah will be there for you in the time of difficulty, there's a promise by Allah that He will restore your heart as He called Himself that name. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who hold on to His rope. Ameen Allahumma ameen wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad.